Hi everyone, and welcome back to the final and full video of the restoration of this beautiful Mercedes-Benz 450 GLI 2025. And if you can remember, the damage was extensive. This is a rollover car. The car was completely rolled over, no collision at the front or the back, and that was the main thing, that the chassis of this car was perfectly amazing. The engine and gear were perfect. This car was only driven 5,600 miles, and that is nothing. It's brand new. But unfortunately, the car was in a rollover accident, and those both lights were broken from the side. The whole panorama from the top was broken. It was shattered. And oh, look what we found. While we were looking at the car, we found the second. Now, just to remind you, to get the key for this car, it will cost anywhere from 22 to 25,000 dirham, because any car above 2020 has to go to the direct Mercedes dealership. The biggest concern we had in the car was not the accident, was nothing that we needed to repair. The biggest was this water that was inside because of the panorama was broken. Of course, in the auction, this car was standing still for a couple of months, which actually was under rain and snow, and the water was rinsed down inside over here. This means, of course, it went through the wires. It also touched the battery and the computer. But that is for later. We drained the car completely and started removing everything from the inside so that we can work on the car, see the damage, and start working on it. So what was first thing that we had to do is remove everything and place it in a perfect position, because if we lost any single part of any of this internal, we would have to go out and get it or acquire it, which would have cost a fortune, because this is a 2025 and it's a GLE 450. Now we started denting and working on dents, and you could see all came out to be amazingly perfect. Yes, some would say we could actually change the doors, remove and cut those parts and weld new parts, but that would have cost a fortune to the customer. He decided that we start on denting it rather than replacing those parts, and we did as we were supposed to do, which is listen to our customers. You could see we have pulled those dents out and then beaten it up. But what we saw is that the panorama and the glass that goes back was bent. So we had to remove, bring a new one. Of course, when we say a new one, a used one, but an original one. Clean it up and start fixing it. We fixed the front mirror to the back and then started a bit of programming. Now, to be very honest, this programming didn't work. We, yes, saw the internals of the car and everything was working, but still we weren't able to start the engine. So we will work on this later on. We decided that we'll work on the internal car, work on the outside of the car, work on the painting job. There we start. Just to note, we started putting fiber putty first. A lot of people don't put fiber, and that's the biggest issue, because then after 2-3 years it starts coming and popping out. And then we started putting fili putty, and then